The rumours are true. So, Pico are going to be releasing another headset, which some thought would never happen. This day would never actually come. But we knew. We knew. Now, whether you want to call it a Pico 4S, a Pico 4 Ultra, the Pico 5, who knows? But from the images that have been not leaked, but from the images of the event on the 20th of August, which I need to know, do you want me to live stream that? Because I'd like to. Only if you're interested though, because otherwise, like, you know, it's just going to be me sat in here by myself. So let me know. But we were right. There is a Pico, new Pico coming out. And I know people are going to say, well, it's not a massive upgrade. We don't technically know what type of upgrade we're getting, apart from the fact, from that image, we know there's a bump for the camera. So there's going to be a change in cameras for mixed reality at least. The tweets that they're putting out suggest it's going to be heavily mixed reality AR focused, which is a positive sign because, I mean, that's where things seem to be going. It would also suggest that with the new headset is going to be a bump in the next operating system. So we'd go to OS 6. And if you believe the rumours on Twitter, it's going to have the same chip as the Quest 3. It's suspected that it's going to have the same resolution per eye as the Pico 4, which isn't a bad resolution at 2160. But I think that might be old news. I think that might change, or not might change, but the information that people are getting might not be quite accurate. 90 Hz refresh rate, which would put it on the Pico 4. But the next big question I've got to ask you guys of whether you think or not there's going to be two. We're going to get the Pico 4S and the Pico 4 Ultra. The Pico 4S might be a similar standard to the Pico 4 but with the new chip, and the Ultra might have a little bit more potentially, but we don't know. This is all guessing, just like most people are guessing. It's going to have the two colour pass-through cameras, which means that it's going to have the bump, which we've seen. It's going to have two depth sensors, and from what I gather, it's going to have automatic setup of a boundary, similar to what Apple Vision Pro does. And apparently, it's going to also have the limitless windows, unlike Quest 3, which is still limited to 3. A lot of the comments on my previous videos have been, is it going to have the display port rather than just a USB-C? I suspect it's probably still going to have the USB-C, but they're on about it's going to have Wi-Fi 7 capabilities, which sort of future-proofs it a little. And the magic that they're doing with their Pico Connect, I know why people want a better connection. I get it. But I don't think that's the route they're going to take. And I also get that as well. They reckon it's also going to lose the rings on the controllers, which we've seen in the past. If you haven't seen that, check out my other videos, which again, you know, seems to be the way everything is going. It is going to be interesting to see if we're going to get an improvement on hand tracking. And when I say an improvement on hand tracking, that's not really just down to Pico. And say the same with Quest. The Quest 3, great hand tracking, but there's not many apps that support it. Certainly not many games support it. So it's all well and good having this amazing hand tracking capability, but if you're not actually going to get the developers on board with doing it, then you still have to supply a controller, don't you? Which is why, in some ways, I do give the Apple Vision Pro credit for the fact that you literally have no option unless you use some of the third-party stuff that's coming out. The other one on this list is that it's going to have the pancake lenses, which have... The other one on this list is that it's going to have the motorized IPD, which again is already on the Quest, and which again is already on the Pico 4, so it's not a difference. And it's going to have 12 gig of RAM rather than 8 gig of RAM, which is an improvement. You've also got to think that it doesn't have the same issues of cooling that the Quest 3 does, for the fact that, you know, the biggest height thing is the battery, or one of the biggest, and the battery's in the back, so it's not as, you know, it doesn't have to work as hard to cool it. But overall, I can't wait till the 20th. I'm really excited. It's been a while since I've actually felt like, when it comes to Pico, it's it's really difficult because they are the underdogs. Same with DPVR. Same with a lot of them. Let's face it, the Quest have cornered the market, or Meta have cornered the market. It's very, very difficult for other companies to try and compete when companies like Meta are, they're buying all the studios up, so it's very difficult to make first party titles. Don't even get me started on the fact that Meta buy these and then just shut them down. So it's difficult for any company to keep the level going to try and compete with Meta, but we need them to, because if Meta corner the market, which they're almost there, we need companies like this to stop that from happening, because the more you corner the market, the more you can raise the price. Yes, they're cheap now, but we've already seen a raise in price from the Quest 2 to the Quest 3. Even more of a price raise from the Quest 2 to the Quest Pro. They're trying to increase the price of things. They're struggling to, because they've set such a low price in the first place for themselves. Even Meta are finding it hard to compete with the Quest 2, which is why this Quest 3S is going to be cheap. We've also seen a price raise when it comes to the games themselves. There's so many levels of why I can't wait for this next headset, and I can't wait to share some of the things that are coming up on this channel. So if you can, subscribe, because there's going to be some big things happening in the next couple of weeks, especially at the beginning of September. That's all I can say. And I really appreciate you guys for watching, commenting, liking, just generally sticking with me. I know I don't make as much content as a lot of the others do. That's also going to change in the next couple of months, because I'm going to be slowly getting a bigger space to actually be able to do all this stuff with. Because at the moment I am literally filming my bedroom, my wife's bedroom. So there's not a lot of space. Literally, I've got so much stuff around me, boxes, I can't move and think. So in the next couple of months, I'm getting an outbuilding. I say outbuilding. It's basically a shed for me to be able to start doing more stuff in that. It's not a massive space, but compared to what I'm currently in, which is I'd say 1 meter by 2 meters at the most, it's going to be some exciting times going forward. On a personal note, I started YouTube a long time ago now. It's 2016. That's insane. And this channel has changed and chopped and done so many different slight variations of gaming. Anyone who's stuck with us through the thick and the thin, I really appreciate you guys. I really do. It means so much. And I think of some of the bigger creators that are not really in our niche, but the big creators, the biggest creator going through all this stuff, all the controversy. And I think I like my little channel. I like you guys, and I just want to say thank you. So thanks for watching, and let's go with the next half of this year. Thanks a lot, guys. Catch you in the next one. Goodbye.